You better start today. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. It's the only way. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. They make you feel like everything's okay and put a smile up on your face. Let's celebrate. Hoda and Jenna.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. It is Friday, the 27th day of December.
Yes, and since it's almost the weekend, today's show is all about fun and games.
Fun and games?
Fun and games.
I like that. I like that. So there was an article that came out in The Cut, and they said this: don't throw a holiday party, host a game night.
I love a game night, as you know.
Yes, I do know.
But they say that game nights eliminate the stress of entertaining, and they make sure that everyone is socially engaged.
I think you have two types of people. I think some people don't like a game party. They just want to go and socialize and have some drinks and dance.
What's hard about a game party is sometimes the game is ruined by the talking.
What do you mean?
Like if you're like really into the game and people are like, but I haven't seen Judy and
right. I didn't come here to play Pictionary. I'd love to get to know what happened with your kids. I mean, I think there are two types of people, and I think if you know the crowd, if it's going to be music and dancing and talking fun,
yeah, a
game night does eliminate. You know, is everybody okay? It's like either you're playing or you're not.
You're in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are competitive. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember if I was like this as a kid, because we played, like, Sorry with my dad on every Friday night.
Really?
Till we were, like, 22.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. You know I didn't. But you know that feeling of, like, and I remember, like, sometimes getting in fights.
With Barbara
Sorry,
or with your dad?
Well, like, with, like, everyone. Because, Sorry that you pick on the person that has to go back to home.
Yes, you got to take it all back.
I play it with my children, too.
But are your children competitive? Mila is.
Well, this is what's weird about competitiveness in children. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it comes out in tears.
I know.
Sometimes it's like.
Do you remember when we had?
It's not like.
Do you remember when we had Haley's class in?
Yes.
And we were playing. We were playing the Is It Cake?
Yes.
And we tried to choose the same one, and you threw down. No, you can't. And then the kid was like, "What?" And then we finally both agreed. Do you remember?
Yes.
And that child was not happy.
No. And then remember, your team won. And our team was like, "But we thought that first." And I was like, "Oh gosh."
I know, because that's what you do. We're spreading our horrible competitive nature onto sweet, innocent kids who just want to have fun and enjoy the game.
But some of them were competitive, too, and I felt that energy, and I just was like, let's go down, kids.
Throw down, second graders.
Wow. Okay, well, a new study by Wallet Hub.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Wallet Hub?
No, but it's ranked the funnest cities in America.
Okay, I like that. The funnest.
Funnest.
No, the most fun.
Funnest.
And funnest is not a word.
Yes, it is. Funnest is a word.
Most fun.
Literally, it's a word. Funnest.
Can somebody Google if funnest is a word?
Most is.
It's not, right?
Yes, it is.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so it's
based. What you want. I'm competitive, and I'm staying with my answer.
Your fake word called funnest.
Funnest.
Okay. Here's the funnest cities.
Okay. Ready?
Number 3.
Miami, Florida. Okay, I'll give it that. Number 2, Orlando.
Well,
probably because of Disney.
Yeah, and Universal.
That's what I meant. Universal and also Disney. Yeah. And then the funnest city of all is Las Vegas. If you like gambling, then Vegas is your number 1.
Do you like Vegas?
I'm not a huge gambler. I like the shows, but I'm not so into the
whole thing of it all.
Yeah, not the gambling, but I do like the music and stuff.
Yeah, the music is really fun. Okay. Oh, yeah, and we went to Vegas.
Remember 2016?
That was fun.
We still think about that day when you lost your fake tooth.
Oh, I love that.
By the way, God, that was such a... I had a whistle. Oh, God.
Wow.
Wait, I want to see your tooth. We have to get to the point. I like when you go... Wait, let's see. Did I lose a tooth? Oh, jeez. And remember your dad thought you really did lose a tooth?
No, and Henry.
And Henry, too.
Henry thought... By the way, also, if you'll notice, I had the room service thing on my head.
By the way,
that was so
because
fun.
It's in the realm of possibility.
We shot that. We hadn't had one thing to drink, and I remember when we were done, we were like, we feel hungover.
I felt awful.
Awful.
Yeah, it was yucky.
Shows you when you act. We were method acting.
We were in it. Yeah.
All right. So a moment on Wheel of Fortune just went viral recently after a contestant, Will Jordan, gave an incorrect answer. Oh, I feel bad about this.
I'd like to buy you. Well, you're going to get 3 U's. I like to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Treat yourself a round of sausage. Oh.
I'm sorry, that's not it. Over to Katina.
I would like to solve.
Okay.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, that's it.
Although, Will, I kind of like yours better. That's
Okay, first of all, I love Will. I love Will immensely.
Treat yourself a round of sausage. It makes perfect sense.
He went blank, he said, and then he said that.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
But look what's happened since.
What?
His Instagram handle changed to Sausage King Legend. He's selling aprons with his viral phrase on it, treat yourself a round of sausage.
Oh.
And so he's, by the way, the best thing about it is when you flub, which we all do.
Yes.
It's like if you're kind of in on it and in for the laugh, it's fun.
Yes.
And if you feel embarrassed
Yes.
and less than, it's like such a crumb. Because I don't care about blowing it.
No.
But I did have one live shot I'll never forget when I was in Illinois or somewhere, and I was in a courtroom, and then all of a sudden they said you have to get your camera and stuff out of the courtroom because they're about to give the verdict, and you have to.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 minutes to 6. So we were dragging gear outside, and I forgot everything. I forgot.
Why you were there.
No, I forgot where I was. I was like, what? Because we're like, get the Leica. They go, and Hoda joins us live. I was like, oh my God.
What did you do?
I couldn't remember. So as I was babbling, trying to come up with words, the verdict was read, which I didn't hear, and people started filing out, and I go, so what was the like, I just started asking rando people.
No, but that's good.
But it was one of those that your mind goes completely blank. Have you ever had a
I mean,
complete
totally.
blank?
I can't think of when, but every day. Every single day. Okay, well, we've had a lot of fun this year, so should we put our memories to the test?
We can't remember anything.
No.
You just said you can't remember. Okay, we're gonna play a game. It's called Does This Ring a Bell? And Donna's gonna host it.
Hi, Donna.
Hopefully our minds don't go blank, but this will be fun. So basically, I will ask you questions on anything that you said, did, or saw during the show this year.
Geez.
And if it rings a bell, ring the bell.
Okay.
Okay? Here's the first one.
Go on, I'm
No.
ready.
Who did actor Anthony Mackie dress up as on our Halloween episode this year?
Indiana Jones.
Good
job.
one. Oh. You remembered that one.
I remember
Ring
that.
that bell with confidence. Okay. When we were in Austin, you visited one of your favorite bars, El Arroyo. What did the sign out front say in Jenna's honor?
Oh, what? What did it say?
Serving Jenna margaritas for 24 years.
Yep, pretty
Good
much.
job.
Celebrating serving Jenna margaritas for 24 years.
Serving Jenna margarita. No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
that
good.
was fun because the math
You're on a
wasn't
roll.
mathing.
I guess my memory's better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
this one's about Hoda, so maybe you'll get this one.
Maybe or maybe not.
In February, actress Ariana DeBose ran on set to help Hoda with what affliction?
A bra strap? No.
Nope.
Something in my teeth?
It was something that's never happened before for you.
Ariana
I
DeBose
don't
came and
remember
helped
it.
me?
Has to do with your
What?
eye.
Do you remember it?
You put 2 contacts in your eye.
Yeah, your contact. Yes.
How could we forget that?
By the way, she was so good. That's right. She said look down and left or something.
Yeah.
We took it out during commercial break.
She was so, God, I love her.
That was
By
just
the way,
adorable.
what a sweet person.
Fun moment for us. Okay, in
I forgot you
September.
had 2 contacts in your eye for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It was hard.
In September, you both agreed that it's not okay to take bathrobes from a hotel room.
Yes.
But what did Hoda admit to taking from hotel rooms when she's needed one?
Oh, shower cap.
Oh, no, but now we have one added to the list. What was it?
A washcloth.
Yes, a washcloth.
She took a towel and a sheet. The lamp.
Everything but the robe.
The bed.
Okay, next, Jenna shared this photo from a bachelorette party at a club in Miami.
God.
We love to re-rack it. Who did she say was performing at the club that night?
50 Cent?
Why are y'all showing this?
Honestly, you look great.
LFMAO.
LMFAO!
Oh, yeah.
Party rocking in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Shake that. Okay. All right, that was fun and weird. We know Hoda's hack of using a wooden skewer to juice the lemon, but in a May Can Hoda and Jenna Hack It segment, what other food item did you learn may or may not be used with a wooden skewer?
What?
It's opened with a wooden skewer. Think of the earlier Wheel of Fortune.
Earlier? Wheel?
Sausage?
Yes, is a tube of sausage. I know, isn't that disgusting?
All right, Jenna.
Oh wait, the winner, we got some limited edition Hoda and Jenna merch. These are the sweatpants.
Oh, you got
truly,
the
these are the
sweatpants.
last.
You got to keep those.
They're the last of them.
Will you sign right here on the Hodas?
Oh my God, and they're big too, a good size to be
No, you know what?
cozy.
You
Isn't
have
that
them
so
since
cute?
you'll be on
No.
the couch more than me. Okay, you guys, we've got a great show for you today. Scarlett Johansson.
And Neil Patrick Harris is going to help us. We're going to play a favorite game with them.
Plus, we'll have some fun with Kiki Palmer and Bo and Yang, and they're going to tell us what some pop culture moments are giving.
But first, our favorite, we're going to try out some viral hacks after this.
Hoda and Jenna, Jenna, Hoda and Jenna. It's the only way.
There is nothing, and we mean nothing more fun than learning a hack.
It's your
right,
favorite
Jenna?
thing. Your
It's my
very
favorite
thing. But whether these viral hacks work or not, we do have fun putting them to the test in a segment we like to call
Can Hoda and Jenna hack it? Let's watch the first video. It's a hack to take the air out of a sandwich bag. So first, look what she did. Okay.
We have to put the grapes in there?
Yeah. They're in there. Okay, so it's like a vacuum seal.
But hold on, the grapes, they could have anything in this bag. It's not the grapes.
No,
Okay.
it's not. Okay, so you
know.
close it part way.
Okay.
And then you take your thing, well, and the side, yeah, on
a
the
straw?
end, on the end. And you're trying to vacuum seal it, but we don't have a vacuum. We'll just use our breath. Okay. What are you
Okay, it
doing?
didn't vacuum
No,
seal.
you didn't suck it in.
Oh, you have to use your mouth? I'm sure our kids are gonna love us breathing on all their grapes.
You're breathing in.
Hopefully you don't have, well, you don't think saliva's going down in there? I see the saliva. There's spits, there's droplets. Come here. Zoom in. See right there? See that driplet?
No, that is not.
Yes, it is, Hoda. Yes, it is.
I wasn't finished.
It's coming.
Okay, forget.
If there's COVID in your house, do not try this. And everybody's always sick. No. Just, why does it have to be?
Okay.
Okay. Here's one.
Oh, I'm like this.
You like it?
I'm gonna like it. Go
Did
ahead,
you
read
just
it.
pee?
No.
Okay, here's one. It's a hack that will help us measure honey out easier.
Okay.
Because measuring honey's always been a real problem around the world.
No, it is, because you can't get it off the spoon. Come on now. First, let's spray our
Thank
spoon
you.
with Pam, or whatever.
So that everybody gets gas.
You know what?
Right? This gives you terrible gas.
Okay, would you please stop poo-pooing everything?
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Ew, what are you doing?
It's the extra.
She just threw the Pam out
No,
on the
it was
counter.
too much.
Well, that's because that's how
then
Pam
you go
is.
like this. No, it isn't.
Okay, good luck. That's gonna give you the runs, but delicious.
Please? Okay, look. How about this? A perfect.
Oh.
Oh! Look at my spoon. I do have a suggestion, though. I do have one suggestion.
What? She has a
It's
note.
a hack. I have a
She
note.
has a
I have
note.
Don't use olive oil spray because it may taste like olive
Well,
oil.
may taste
but I
like
think
olive
you could
oil.
use the regular kind.
That's
let's
the kind
see.
that gives you the
Let's see.
tubes.
Let's see. Plop. Yes. All right, next.
That's a hack.
Yeah, that's a hack. That works.
Okay,
All
this
right.
is about.
Oh, when you have to put on your own bracelet, you know you can't
Yeah.
do it. You're like constantly trying to. Okay, so this is what they say to do. Take some tape, tape down the end.
Oh. And then
that
pull
seems
your
smart.
arm hairs
That
out.
seems
Give yourself
smart.
a little wax.
Oh my God, why are you negative?
Give yourself a little wax.
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get it. Okay, so you put this.
No, try the bigger one. Because we know that if you had the choice between these two, you'd be going with the larger.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's see. Tape it. But how do you get the first piece of tape on it?
Well, you just.
Did you?
Okay, I unfortunately
did-
taped over the.
Well, that's not how you do it. Okay, I got my. Look at my. Okay, mine's happening.
I think
I'm just gonna quickly.
You know what else you can say? Hey, Hoda, will you help me put my bracelet on?
Wait, hold on.
You know, it'd already be done.
No, this is good.
I don't. Is it?
Yeah, it is. Except for I'm not a lefty. Yes! 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 I mean, you can always phone a friend, but that's kind of good. If you're stuck, this is good.
What would be easier, saying, "Hey, Jenna, will you get my bracelet," or bringing some scotch tape?
If you're by
and taping
yourself. What if you're at home by yourself and you have to go and you're like, I can't get it on?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
this was all really good.
All right. Have you put those hacks to the test in your own home?
No, I have not yet. Don't shame me. Coming up, one of the funniest women you're ever going to meet. We're going to talk to comedian Leanne Morgan right after this.
We're talking fun and games today, and a really fun conversation we had on the show was with comedian Leanne Morgan.
We love her so much. She's so hilarious. The stand-up got her first Netflix special as a grandmother. So we talked to her about life and success and the jokes she tells about her husband, like this one.
My husband and I met, and I was so cute. And I was little. I had on little britches, and my thyroid was functioning, and I felt good. And he was so enthralled with me and so in love with me and pursued me and bought me presents and vacuumed out my car and did all kinds of things for me. And we celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary this year. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And now I truly believe he would not pull me out of a burning vehicle.
Yes! Okay, she's sharing her journey in a hilarious new book. It's called What in the World? A Southern Woman's Guide to Laughing at Life's Unexpected Curveballs and Beautiful Blessings.
Gosh, Leanne, we're so happy
first
you're
of all,
here.
we love
Thank y'all for having me. My children are here with me, and they can tell y'all, and this is the honest to goodness truth, I'm not blowing smoke up y'all's fanny. I have loved y'all, and I have watched, and this is my favorite show, and I don't go anywhere to get anything done until I can go and watch the Today Show. Thank y'all for having me.
You're here. I mean, first of all, you're hilarious.
Hilarious.
And, I mean, we know it took you a little bit to get a Netflix special, but you were always making people laugh, like at jewelry parties and such.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. I've got 3 children, and I've got 2 grandbabies, 2 grandsons. But from the time I was little, and I talk about it in this book, I knew in my heart I was going to Hollywood. But I think probably 9 or 10 years old, I felt like God revealed that to me. Okay, but I was in a town of 500 people, and a little country girl, we're farming people. And so I thought, well, I'm crazy, that's crazy. So I went on to college, and didn't do well in college. And I hate to say that in front of y'all, but I did, and I was, okay, and so I dropped out, and then I got back, and then I married Chuck Morgan, their daddy, and he took me to Bean Station, Tennessee, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And I had my first baby, Charlie, and I wanted to stay home and breastfeed and be with him. But I needed money to get my hair highlighted and get a little outfit for him every once in a while. And so I started selling jewelry, like women sell Tupperware and Mary Kay, all the time thinking, I'm going to Hollywood. I mean, I'm in the Appalachian Mountains, but I'm going to Hollywood. And I'm going to have my babies. It was crazy. And I was in women's living rooms, and we would, eat a brownie, eat some dip, and then I was supposed to be talking about jewelry, and I developed my act. I talked about breastfeeding and hemorrhoids, and how tired I was, and their daddy didn't hear them in the middle of the night, and I applauded his death. And women thought I was funny, and I look back on it, and that was my little comedy club, and all those little women's.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
And then get a load of this, Miss Texas.
Yes.
Then my husband sold that little business, and he went to work for a big company that sent us to San Antonio.
What?
And I had 3, 5, and 7. That's how old my babies were. And I started driving back and forth to Austin to the comedy club, and I started doing open mics.
I could have come to see you.
I know.
We were
you were
destined
probably
to
a
be
baby.
friends.
Well, you were probably a little baby.
No, I was probably. We could have done it together.
But that's where I consider my home club, and that was 20-something years ago. And then I've been doing comedy and couldn't get arrested. Nobody cared.
And then what happened?
In my early 50s, I really got in a bad place where I said to my husband, Chuck Morgan, I think I probably need to give this up. And I cried, and I said, I think I'm going to open up a hardware store and get a cheese wheel, and I'll just, people can gather, and I'll dazzle. And he went, you've lost your mind. And I hired these little boys to do my social media, and they put out one clip about me talking about Chuck Morgan and me going to Def Leppard and Journey concert, and how everybody looked sick and had plantar fasciitis. And that went viral. And I started selling out all over the United States.
That is
I mean, it's like somebody turned the light in a dark room. I'm not kidding.
And does Chuck care that he's kind of the fodder for all these? Chuck Morgan care that he's such fodder?
No, he really doesn't. He knows
believes in you.
By the way,
he believes in me, but he also knows he does all this.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
But it is true. But when you were about to give up, and he'd seen you do it for years and years and years and years, but he told you, no, honey, like this is something. He believed in you from the very beginning.
He did, and we would switch off babies when I would go and work and have a gig. He would in the minivan meet me. I would give him the kids, and then he would take care of them so I could be at night out in the. Oh yeah.
So you love Chuck Morgan
There's
even
Chuck
though
Morgan.
he wouldn't save your life or anything. There's Chuck Morgan.
He's so cute.
Wait, let's go
In the
over in
picture.
the book. Can we talk about some of these things that you say you will never do again? For example, you will never diet or take diet pills ever again.
Well, no, I'm going to diet, and I would like to take that shot. But I have terrible gastrointestinal things, so I don't know if I can, keep all that. Yeah, take magnesium and can take that all right. But I'll never take Dextrim again. I took Dextrim when I was 17 with my mama and my sister, and our heads would itch and we'd fight in the yard. I mean, it was like we were on dope. I mean, we were taking dope as a family.
As a family.
We were.
You say it's
everybody
actually
took it.
good that you didn't get famous earlier because you feel like,
Would I have gotten hooked on dope? Or, if I were 20 and I still had my bloom, I don't know if life would have turned out, good.
The way it did. Yeah.
I know you said at one of your Tupperware jewelry parties that someone actually laughed so hard that they peed their pants. I'm close.
No,
okay?
don't.
I'm close.
Don't, because she's wearing silk. We need to make sure we protect her. She's a national treasure, okay?
I know she is.
Don't let her pee her nice silk dress.
You are
Leanne.
so hilarious.
Taking it as a challenge.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting the book. We're watching all the things.
We need more time with
We need more
Leanne.
time. But we can get that book. It is called What in the World?
Because look, what in the world? I'm with Hoda and Jenna.
We're so happy you're here,
We love
Leanne.
you. We love you.
I love y'all.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
We need
I
you
can't bear
every
it.
week. Can you come every week?
Yes. And I'll wash y'all's clothes and I cook or whatever.
Oh my God. Okay, get that book. You can get it at today.com.
I feel so good. Don't you feel so light? You're awesome.
Or wherever you get your books. And watch your Netflix special. And you're about to be in a movie with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell.
We forgot about that.
And I play Reese Witherspoon's big sister, Gwyneth. And that little thing did that for me. Reese Witherspoon, they called me and said, she wants you to do a table read. I go, what's a table read? And she gave me that part in that movie.
How amazing.
I know. She's like my little angel.
It's
honest to goodness.
We love that so
you.
much. And we get why she believes in you. We do too. We love you.
We love her so much,
She
don't we?
is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up next, y'all, the laughs keep coming with two of our favorite people, Keke Palmer and Bowen Yang, right after this.
Okay, so what do you get when you put Keke Palmer and Bowen Yang on a couch and have them react to the hottest pop culture moments?
Well, you get TV gold, and that's what happened recently when the two stars joined us for a fun game. Check it out.
Since these two always say it like it is, we thought, you know what? Why don't we get their hot takes on some pop culture things in a new game we call It's Giving.
Okay.
I love the voice in the back.
I know.
is that?
I think it's Sean.
Sean?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, here's how it works. The wall behind us will have a photo, okay? And it's a recent moment in pop culture. You guys will both have to tell us the vibe that you think it's giving.
Okay.
It's not that complicated.
Okay, here's the first one. This is... Okay, that's Beyonce's announcement that she's performing at the on Christmas Day.
At the halftime show.
Halftime show.
It's giving wag extraordinaire. It is giving upper echelon. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's absolutely giving that.
It's giving Mother, the way she's cradling the football.
Yeah.
Yo, yes.
It's giving, thank goodness.
Mother of the world. Mother of America.
Mother of America.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see her perform Cabo Carter live. It's the first time I'm going
Right?
to see any of it live.
And don't you think it's giving Grammy?
It's giving Grammy.
It's giving Grammy Award winner.
It's definitely giving that.
Okay, let's spin that wheel. See
Virgo
what else.
legend, by the way.
Virgo.
Keke and Beyonce.
All right.
Okay, Michelle Yeoh.
Honey.
And her bob on the red carpet.
Honey.
It's giving.
Old money.
It's giving
It's giving.
Marilyn with a twist.
Yes.
Okay? It's giving snatched body, don't play. It's
absolutely giving all that it needs to give. Why would she outdo them at the premiere?
Come on.
I know.
The
Wait,
décolleté.
You
It's giving
saw her in
décolleté.
real life.
I saw her in real life. I touched her perfect skin in real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
what was it
wild.
giving?
It's giving La Mer.
No, it's giving what the TikTok saying. Glass skin.
Glass skin.
Donut skin. All right, let's
what's the
spin
next
that
one?
wheel.
Oh.
German GQ.
What is this given?
Oh my gosh, it's giving. We love the animals, you know.
Yeah.
It's giving.
Taxidermy chic.
It's giving. I might have a lot of cats. It's giving. Whatever this is.
It's giving Ace Ventura chic.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, it's giving.
Wait, do you guys have animals? Do y'all have animals?
I need one right now.
Do you
this
want?
second.
You want a cat?
Here, don't set us
I
up with
had
the
a
boyfriend. We're fine. We just need animals.
We need animals and love from friends.
Yes, that's all we need.
I need that. My
Couple
girl.
alert.
I
Love
know.
it. Okay.
Okay, here's the
Hallie-
last
oh,
one.
the last one.
This is really enjoyable. Oh! You know what it's giving? It's giving ain't changed a bit.
Yes.
It's giving still fine as all get out. Okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Seriously, Bowen, what do you think it's giving?
Single-use fashion is out, sustainability is in. Wear the looks again. Come on.
Yeah.
Can
Definitely
you
giving
believe that, y'all? That was 20.
I mean,
when was that first?
2000. I think that was 2000 or
It's
something.
been 24 years
What?
since you wore that dress.
2002.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even born
Holy-
yet.
I mean, Kiki and Bowen, they're giving.
Take it on the road.
Aren't they giving?
They're giving. You're
They're
so into it.
great. I'm so into them. Okay.
All right, coming up next, we are playing a higher or lower with Scarlett Johansson and Neil Patrick Harris right after this.
Okay, everyone knows Hoda and I love to face off in a little friendly competition, but this time we brought in some backup.
We did. We teamed up with actress Scarlett Johansson and Emmy winner Neil Patrick Harris, who creates his own game. So we pulled out all the stops. Check it out.
We're playing one of our own games. It is called Higher or Lower, and here to host is our associate producer and our favorite, Sean.
Hi, Neil. Hi, Scarlett.
No, bye, Scarlett. Bye. I'm not going to do it.
Well, here's how the game works. I will ask one team at a time a question with a numerical answer. You will confer and write your answer on the whiteboard. Then I will ask the other team if you think the correct answer is higher or lower than the other team's answer.
Okay.
So let's play Higher or Lower. Very good.
This is so fun.
Neil and Jenna, you're up first. Now, we have 2 Tony winners here. You've also hosted the Tonys 4 times, and Jenna once unsuccessfully auditioned for a regional production of Les Mis in Texas. So, as
Too large to play.
as 2 theater experts, how many performances of The Phantom of the Opera were there during its record-breaking
Come on,
35-year Broadway run? How many individual
How many years
shows?
was it?
35 years.
Wait,
How many individual
all
shows?
over the country?
Just on Broadway.
Are you doing two? Oh,
No,
wait, you're really doing.
Wait, we need more than
Oh, he's doing math.
Okay, you have 2
We've
seconds.
there's
2
multiplication
seconds.
happening.
5.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
We're going to say
Okay, we gotta write it down.
7,500.
Okay.
Scarlett and Hoda, do you think the
Higher
correct
or
answer is higher or lower than 7,500?
Let's show you still don't know.
Okay, so they're doing 8 shows a week.
No, we just
So
tried
much
to do the
math.
math. It was hard.
Take
Higher.
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 The correct answer is 13,981. Scarlett and Hoda get the point.
Well done. Well
You got the
played.
point.
Thank you.
That's
And
right.
congratulations,
By
all
the
of
way,
you
we
fans.
all tried to do that
There's
math.
so much
but
math.
we were
52
forgetting the
times.
mains.
Like all the
We couldn't
zeros.
remember.
Yeah.
I got 35 times.
Okay.
Yeah, which was not right.
Scarlett and Hoda, now Scarlett, you are a twin. Jenna's a twin. Neil's
Yes.
kids are twins. So, Scarlett,
Oh, this is a good
according to Oxford University, how many twins are now born each year in the world
Oh, in the
on
world?
average?
A lot.
Individual twins, not sets of twins. Individuals
Google it.
who are twins
Individuals were.
around the world every year.
How many?
How many sets
Every day?
No, in a year.
Oh, in a year.
In a year,
Millions of twins.
around the
They're
world.
individual people, not the pair.
It's not the pair. It's
Correct.
It's just
That
you
sounds like a lot. I'm going to
That's
say.
a lot of what I do.
What about 20 million?
Okay, do it.
Okay, let's.
20?
Should we say 23?
23 million. Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
23
Okay,
mil.
23 million twins born in the world every year.
Higher or lower, people?
Jenna and Neil.
And
So that seems like a really high
It
number.
does,
but-
it does. I
but
say-
split that by half because that's individual.
This is garbage math.
Go ahead.
This is garbage math.
you got it.
lower.
We're going to say lower.
No.
The correct answer is that there are 1.6 million twins.
Yes! A lot lower.
So Jenna and Neil get the point.
23 million people in the world.
Hoda, come on back.
Are you positive?
According to Oxford, do you want to go to Oxford and ask them?
I don't know that that's right.
Well,
They don't know.
1.6 million.
Ask Oxford.
They're out of the loop. They're living above.
Stop stalling.
Did you
Just
count
one
all the
to one.
continents?
1 to 1.
Okay, let's
All right.
go. Come on.
Neil and Jenna, but Neil, you famously played Doogie Howser, MD, for 4 seasons.
we all watched
the
it.
14-year-old physician. But according to the Guinness Book of World Records, how old was the actual youngest doctor ever?
Come on, you did research. How old? What year was he a doctor?
1995.
Oh, was it based on him? Should we see? Okay.
Let's see what you
Neil
got.
says, show the camera.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
There's a last-minute change.
We're going to have a last-minute
I don't
change.
know. I kind of remember
We're going to
reading
go
this. Yeah.
with
Neil says
13.
13.
13 years old.
Higher or lower than 13?
Higher.
The correct answer is 17.
Yes!
Who would go with 13-year-old dog?
That's a good point.
I just, when I heard Guinness Book of World Records.
Me too.
14.
A little higher.
I said 10.
What would that head be practicing? Like what form of medicine?
Gynecology.
I was going to say it, but I'm glad I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
Who's winning? Oh.
Y'all are, but
You two are.
it's almost over.
All right, Hoda and Scarlett. According to IMDb, in how many episodes of Saturday Night Live has your husband, Colin Jost, appeared?
Come on, you've watched every single one, Scarlett. Every single one.
He's been on
23 million.
He's been, wait, hold on. He's been on for
14.
20. Well, on air?
Made an appearance on air.
Oh, then not that long. It's probably been like, how many shows are
So much math. Back to the math.
I would say, like, it can't be more than like a couple.
So,
200 maybe? Okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
We're writing
Good luck, guys.
down 200.
Go.
Jenna
Get
and Neil,
it.
higher or lower than 200?
20 episodes a season? Less.
How many years has he done it?
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
For any information.
I'd say less.
Lower.
Lower.
The correct answer is he has been in 225 episodes of Saturday Night Live.
We got it.
That's pretty. That's good.
Your husband's
Lot
gonna be
of
so
shows.
happy. So
Is that it?
Wait, who's the winner?
Y'all won?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
the winner?
Oh, yeah, it's hard to say.
We did?
You guys won?
Good job. Let's have good sportsmanship. You and I are both so competitive.
Good job. Good job. We can't.
Well
Excellent
played.
job. Thank you.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Shout out, though, to Scarlett for securing the victory.
Okay, coming up next, we play one of our favorite games, Categories, with the hilarious Josh Gad, right after this.
Okay, Josh Gad is not only an amazing actor and singer, he's also one of those people who can make you laugh no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's what happened when he stopped by the studio recently to play one of our classic games.
Categories.
And here to host is our associate producer,
Ben Bass.
Hey, welcome to Categories, Josh.
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course. So
Are
today,
you as hot as I am?
by the looks of it, today you are playing Categories for Charlotte. She's from Chicago. She's celebrating her 12th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
So cute.
So here's how it works, Josh. We here at Hoda and Jenna Game Headquarters have come up with a list of names along with a category. So for each round, you'll just have to figure out which 5 names correctly fit into that category before getting 3 incorrect answers.
We're doing it together.
You'll all work together, and every round, if you win, Charlotte's going home with a prize.
Come on, let's go. We've got this. Come on, Charlotte.
All right, so this first round, you are playing to see if Charlotte is going to get a Hoda and Jenna mug. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get our names on the board. Your category as a Broadway star is movies made into Broadway musicals.
I got this one. I got this one.
Josh,
Okay, go ahead.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Correct.
Legally Blonde.
Obviously.
Shrek.
Yep.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yep, one more.
One more. I believe it's American Psycho.
You swept the category.
You don't need us.
I do need you.
American Psycho.
Wait, when was American Psycho on Broadway?
I don't know, but I knew the other two weren't. Charlotte, that's called process of elimination.
Ran for a couple minutes in 2016.
Okay, what are they winning in the next?
So in the next round, we're going to see if Charlotte goes home with a Hoda and Jenna swag bag.
He's sweeping this.
So
Should we just let Josh do
I think so.
No.
I think Josh is going to get this one.
If you need us.
Let's get our names on the board. Your category, Josh, is Madonna albums.
This is you guys.
Didn't you just go to a Madonna concert?
I did, but I didn't study her album titles.
Well, that was a mistake, maybe.
All right.
Did she come on early?
No. But I'm not suing her.
Okay, like
All right.
wasn't like
Yeah, Like a Prayer.
Like a Prayer is correct. Yep.
Okay, Celebration.
Yep, that's correct.
True Blue.
Yep, absolutely. Just need 2 more.
Okay, She's So Unusual.
Makes the
music.
Yep, that's correct. Just need 1 more.
And then Madam X.
Am I making that up?
Say it.
Madam X.
Correct. You got it.
It's right.
Yes! Oh, yes!
We have not.
All right.
We have not gotten.
There's
one.
more?
There's one
more round.
One more.
Oh, God.
Okay, with their win-
Charlotte, this better be a great prize.
This is a great prize. Let's get the brooms ready for a sweep.
Okay.
You're playing for a signed copy of Josh's new book.
That's a great prize.
They should sell that on eBay for a lot of money.
Yeah. All right, done.
Okay.
Here are the names. Josh, your category is celebrity children's books.
Okay.
5 of these are real. 3 are Of course, Campoyo is correct.
Sparkella.
Yep, absolutely, that's correct. Campoyo and the one and only
You guys are doing
Sparkella.
Great.
Elbow grease, John Cena.
Yep, that's about a truck. You got it.
Elvis Princess, Mariah Carey.
Yep, just need 1 more.
One more.
Is it Lady Monsters? The Little Monsters by Lady Gaga?
I don't remember that.
I've talked about that, right?
Grand Dudes, Green Submarine.
I want to see Grand Dudes.
Gotta go. No, Chapel Road.
No, not a chick.
No, she doesn't.
So she's out.
So, and do you think
It's either Baby Batman or the
he
Little
doesn't have
Monsters.
one? I think it's Paul McCartney. What do you
Paul McCartney.
You got it.
Yes!
That's a sweep.
Okay, I hope our Plaza fan enjoys all of our goodies. Thanks to Josh.
Josh is the best. We'll be back right after this.
Next week, we've got Stephen Colbert and his wife, Evie McGee Colbert.
Plus, the barefoot Contessa, Ina Garten.
And best-selling author Mel Robbins. She's got a new book.
Have a great weekend. Bye.